Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into another LEGO CMF series. And today, you're probably going to be a little shocked by what we're actually doing, and we're going to be doing a Fortnite Chapter 2 series. Now, this is actually in collaboration with Mini Brick Productions. I've talked about him before on the channel. I've even done a showcase on him, which I will link at the end, as well as his video for part 2 of this series. We've never done this before. This has been something that I've been looking to do with him specifically and partner with him and collaborate to make a series. And I just want to start things off with the series itself. So if you want to hear like my reasonings behind why I actually returned to Fortnite, why I didn't do it with Justin, all that stuff, I'll mention it all at the end. All your questions will be answered, I promise. So stick around for that because I know people don't necessarily care. So that's going to be a long part of the video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. So all the characters in this series are from Fortnite Chapter 2, and the first in the series is Jonesy, the no skin, and he is here in his Chapter 2 outfit, and he is actually holding an RPG, and this is the newer version from Chapter 2, and I just really like all the pieces that I used there. And for the hair piece, instead of using the Mutt William hair piece, which I've used in the past, I decided to use the soldier's hair from Overwatch, so I'm really happy with how that looks. I think that it works really well, like a lot better than the other hairpiece. But moving on now to the next character in the series, we actually have Riptide. And I just really love this version of the skin. I know it's not the main version of the skin, but to me, this reminds me of Deathstroke, which is why I really love it. And it's one of my favorites. And honestly, I just love the yellow gloves, and as well as with the green pants and all that, and just the white hair. I think that, and the eye patch, like this is literally Deathstroke, but his accessory here is the harpoon gun, as well as he comes with a slurp fish. And I asked Mini Brick to send me his because he was going to include it originally with one of his characters, but I changed it up a bit, but most of it is his. And now moving on to the next spot, third in the series, we actually have from Season 1, we have the 8-ball skin. And this is a really big favorite. It even has a Funko Pop now. And I just really like the outfit. And for his accessory, I decided to include a legendary chest. And on the inside, we have one of each of the building resources. Next up is another favorite of mine, and it's because it reminds me of a DC character, and this is Big Chuggus, and it just looks like Bane. Like there's literally tubes coming out of his head into his back. It's literally Bane. It's Fortnite's Bane, which I just love that he's being powered by Slurp and not Venom. So he's got this canister build here as well with some like printing on it, but he also comes with a new neck attachment there, and we'll say that his back bling is on the back there, but I just love the slurp effect and getting able to draw it on him. I don't know, it was so much fun. I know there might be some comments about the size of Big Chuggus and why I didn't use the Mr. Incredible body piece, but I know that that piece is kind of not liked by a lot of people when I use them in the CMF series, so I just think it's easier when I just include a minifigure for him, as well as you'll see that with another character later on who's a little bit bigger and thicker than the normal Fortnite skin. But now, fifth in the series, we have the Clover team leader, and I really wanted to include some sort of cuddle team variant, and I'm really happy with this because it's a brand new headpiece here because the ears are different, as well as the little tuft on the top of the head, and the mouth is different as well. And her accessory here is meant to be the Clover pickaxe from Fortnite Chapter 1, as well as like I gave her the pot there in gunmetal gray because there's no way of attaching that really to the actual pickaxe, but I really liked being able to update the cuddle leader and just getting to change it, and I like the green version, and it's just such a creepy face. But moving on now to sixth in the series, we have someone who was teased all the way back during the Batman event. We have the Chaos Agent, and he's kind of been in the background for this chapter in terms of being the villain or something. Who knows what's going on with him, but I love this skin. It's so creepy looking, and I love being able to draw it. I actually used here Cad Bane's neck attachment. Now, it hasn't been used in a while, but honestly, it works really well here, I think, in black, and his pickaxe there is actually built just using the regular pieces to make a scythe. But moving on now, we have the one from my first ever teaser for this series. We have Meowscles, and they're one of the funniest skins I think that Fortnite's added in a while, and was one of the reasons why I made this series, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But man, I love drawing this skin. I love the song, and for his accessory I was like, well, gotta include the box. Now that he's stuck in the box factory, let's go ahead and let's give him one of the boxes for his accessories. Moving on now to TNTina, we have her using the roller coaster hairpiece there in reddish brown, and I think that that's just looks just like her, and I think it works really well for her. And her boom bow piece is just the regular compact bow, but recolored to match that. Of course, I could have changed a few more colors, but I tried to keep it keep changing the colors as simple as I could. And now moving on to second last in the series, I wanted to include Fish Sticks. He has like a billion variants now since we first included him a long time ago. So here he is, and this is Contract Giller. And oh my goodness, I just being able to draw like the agent skins and different things in this series was so much fun, and specifically like Contract Giller. Oh my goodness, I'm really happy with how he turned out. And his accessory is actually the Kingsman umbrella weapon that was recently added to Fortnite. And last in the series is my personal favorite out of the 10 that I made, and this is the Oro skin. And I believe that this is like the physical version of Midas or something. I don't know, there's a lot of theories going around, but honestly, this was just so much fun to make. Like, the detail on this thing was just so difficult. This was the one that took the longest to make, but I really loved the torso print. I think that was so much fun to create, and I actually went back and looked at the Halloween skeleton suit guy from a couple of series ago. I think it was the Halloween series for the Lego minifigures, and then I actually like based the ribs off that, which I did for Skull Trooper a long time ago. And just the torso is really detailed. The neck attachment there is the Jafarmer piece there in light gray, and he has this tattered new cape piece, as well as the headpiece was very difficult to design, and with the turban and like the crown, I don't know, that was so hard. But honestly, it was the eyes proportion and the face, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. And the accessory is one of my favorite things to do in any Fortnite series, and this is the 2x2 tile print with the brand new Chapter 2 Season 2 map. So I really missed doing that. But anyways, everyone, that is the series, and you can see here that the other 10 are actually blocked out, so you can go over and check out Mini Brick's video if you want. And before you go, if you're gonna hop off before I ramble on about why I did this series, it would go so far if you used my code in the Fortnite item shop. And the good news is, as well, is literally the saying of the code is if you use code Ashnflash, your crush will like you back. It's been tested, it's been proven, it's just facts. But anyways, let's just talk about why I did the series. So I was looking to collaborate with Mini Brick for a while now. It had been something on my mind, and I actually reached out to him saying, do you want to do a Lego Masters collaboration? Now, he hasn't actually seen the show, and he didn't really have too much interest in it, and I didn't want him to do a series that he had no interest in doing, but I thought it would have worked well because it's about teamwork, and us doing a series together I think would have worked really well. So I asked him, what are you working on next? Because I was about to start working on, I think it was the Minecraft series, and he said that he was working on a Fortnite series. And he wound up sending me, I think it was Remedy, and I'm not going to show it to you because you got to go check it out on his video. At that point, he only had a few done, and I was like, this is incredible. I want to draw this. If you didn't know, I still play Fortnite. I still stream Fortnite on the Ashnflash Extra channel. I still love it a lot. I just burnt myself out doing Fortnite series, and to be honest, it was something that I didn't have any control over. So for the first time with Fortnite, with something that I actually love, it was so much fun to be like, these are the 10 skins that I want to include in my series. These are the accessories. So not having to, like, I still made suggestions for Justin and whatever. And I asked him if he's okay with me doing this because he doesn't even play the game anymore, right? I'm still playing it daily. Another thing was, I actually was the one who came up with the Fortnite CMF series idea. It literally was in my voting poll that I used to do on Instagram for what series you guys wanted me to do next. And it actually came second next to Avengers Infinity War, which would then go on to become my most popular video ever. So it's kind of hard to see that this series has become really the most popular one out of any of the ones that we do. And I know Fortnite, it's trash game and all that stuff, but it's so successful, and it's really at the peak of its game right now. And honestly, with everybody being home, it's just even more popular than ever. The event yesterday had 15 million viewers, so that's a whole other separate video, just me talking about how annoying people are when it comes to Fortnite. Just look at my teases on my Instagram, like the amount of hate that we get, but meanwhile it's the most successful CMF series ever, and the event yesterday had 15 million views, so Fortnite isn't quite dead, actually. So it was something that I wanted to return to. I did really want to draw like Meowscles and Chaos Agent. These are some of the skins that I really love. If you look at the skins here for my 10 choices, there's some of my favorites like that they've added. So I just really enjoyed being able to return to this. Returning to Fortnite had been something that I wanted to do for a while now, but I couldn't fathom the thought of doing 20 or 16 figures all by myself, so this was the perfect opportunity to sit down and do another Fortnite series. So it is different. We're including weapons, which is something that Justin really never wanted to do. Specifically, the RPG had been something I think that was on our list of accessories for so long that I had just been dying to make, but I never got to. And honestly, I love some of these outfits, and I think that they're so unique. Like, I think with the Chapter 1 skins and different things, they felt really repetitive. But when I'm looking at these here, and at least the 10 that I picked, they're so vastly different that I never found myself really, besides like maybe the belt or something, but they were never so repetitive where I literally have Fortnite templates still for like the armband, or the belt, or the torsos, like the legs. Like, it just became so repetitive, and it was just us putting them out each season, and it was just so stressful. Every single time I would stay up for the new season to release, and then I would literally play it for like a few minutes, and then I'd have to go to work and draw 5 minifigures to get the series done. Like, it just became really stressful, I think, towards the end of us doing the Fortnite series. Even though it was stressful to get the series done, it was just really fun to work with someone on this and not to worry about, oh my gosh, I have to do another 10 minifigures to do this series. But anyways, everyone, please go check out Mini Brick Productions video linked at the end here. And honestly, his figures are better than mine. They're genuinely so detailed, and that bandage bazooka build is just incredible. So please go check it out if you love Fortnite. And if you want to play Fortnite with me, or just watch me play Fortnite, check out the Ashnflash Extra channel, which I've also mentioned before. But anyways, everyone, what did you think of this series? I don't think I've ever talked so long about reasons why I made a series. The reason I had to talk so much was because I know that I've publicly said that I'll never do another Fortnite series because, well, it's just in the contract with Justin. So this kind of just fell into my lap, and he had no problem with it because, again, he doesn't play Fortnite anymore. So anyways, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy this video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.